Very good evening, my dear friends. Today we have brought a video on integration, especially. So, my students they asked me to create some videos on integration, though many videos I have already uploaded on integration. But this video, which I have brought today, is related to a particular method of solving integration questions or integral calculus. It includes a particular method, and that method is called using partial fraction method. So partial fraction method is the method which is being used to solve questions related to integration, is very important and which needs a thorough understanding, a good clarity on concepts, and most important is patience. Most important is patience. These questions need to be solved with great patience because generally this type of questions in which we are going to use partial fractions needs to be completed in many steps. It includes many steps. And if somewhere we are losing patience, there are chances that we may commit mistake. And if we are committing mistake, then whole our effort will go in vain. So we do not want that our effort what we have put in that video, or you can say in solving that particular question, should not go waste. Nobody is desiring that his or her effort should go waste in any way. Okay, so it is my sincere appeal to all my students, my friends, that while solving questions related to mathematics or anywhere in science also, have some patience, think first, draw a, you can say, virtual picture in your mind first. That virtual picture will make you to realize the steps and all, and will make you to realize the problem which you are going to solve on paper. Okay, so without wasting your valuable time, gentlemen, let us go for solving the questions practically, because we can speak many things, but while doing actually practically we may face problem, and those problems only if we are solving, then only we will be declared as successful. Okay, so right, thank you very much for watching my video and sharing it with your friends, and if you like it, then you can share this with your other friends who are not in a position to, you can say, see many more videos of their own using uh, valuable resources of availability of computing system or any Android mobile like this. Okay, right? So thank you very much. Let us go for solving the questions practically. Okay. Okay, so today the topic of our discussion is integration. And today I have brought one question of integration, and this integral calculus belongs to 12th standard students. So integral calculus and differential calculus both are very important chapters, and you can say with reference to engineering, we can say that integration and differentiation are playing a major role. So this particular question which I have brought today, it will be solved by using a method which is called partial fractions. A very important methods are there. So this partial fraction method will make it utilize all other methods also, substitution method also. So we will have a full clarity on this particular topic, on this particular method of solving integration questions. So this particular question has already appeared in All India CBSE 2016 examination. Okay, so the same question we are going to have a discussion. So in partial fraction, what actually it is, this is you can say rearranging this denominator with the help of this numerator, okay, in such a way that it will make our calculation part much more easy to solve integration questions. So how? Let us see now. So x square plus x plus 1 is the numerator part, and in denominator we are having x square plus 1 into x plus 2. So now this numerator we are going to split in such a way that we will write this numerator like ax plus b divided by x square plus 1. So for any type of quadratic equation, if it is there in the denominator, the numerator part will become ax plus b plus c for this linear equation x plus 2. So for a linear equation, only c will be using, only b will be using, but if there will be a quadratic equation, then we have to use ax plus b. Right? Okay. Now further, x square plus x plus 1 divided by x square plus 1 x plus 2. So where from it has come? It has come from here only. Right. Now right hand side, this ax, so we have to multiply into x plus 2 plus b into x plus 2 plus c into x square plus 1, and we will be taking LCM, that is x square plus 1 into x plus 2. So now in between, this equal to sign is there, gentlemen. So this equal to sign denotes that LHS is equal to RHS. Correct? So this part has become LHS equal to RHS. It means numerator of this part is equal to the numerator of RHS. Similarly, denominator of this part is equal to RHS side, whatever denominator is there. So denominator both are same, that we have already seen. Now this numerator part will become equal. Okay? Right. So now we will leave this denominator part, because this denominator part is not of much concern here. Denominator part will be as it is. Okay, that denominator part only we are going to split by utilizing ax plus b and c, which is already mentioned here. So what is the requirement now? We need to find the value of a, we need to find the value of b, and we need to find the value of c. If we are finding these values, we will split this x square plus 1 into x plus 2 in this format. So we have to bring in this format. And then further our integration part will become easy. Okay. So let us proceed. So numerator part x square plus x plus 1 is equal to, right hand side we will go for x square part. So let us first solve it. So ax into x, ax square plus 2ax plus bx plus 2b plus cx square plus c. Right? Okay. Further, one more step. X square plus x plus 1 is equal to, now x square part we will bring it together. So x square, so a plus c. Now x part we will bring together, so 2a plus b. Okay. Now constant part we will bring together, that is 2b plus c. That is 2b plus c. So now as per the x square part is separate, x part is separate, and constant part is separate. From this, what we are able to find, if both are equal, it means the coefficient of x square, here it is 1, that will be equal to a plus c. The coefficient of x, which is 1 here, will be equal to 2a plus b, and the constant part, which is 1 here, so that will be equal to 2b plus c. So equating the coefficients, what we will be writing? We will be writing equating the coefficients. What we are getting? We are getting a plus c is equal to 1. Another one, 2a plus b is equal to 1. Similarly, 2b plus c is also equal to 1. Okay. Now by removing this c part, we will make the equation in, you can say, two variable a and b, and then we will solve for a and b, and then we will find c also. So from here, if I will be writing c is equal to 1 minus a, then we can place here as 2b plus c in place of that is 1 minus a is equal to 1. Right? Okay. So 2b plus c is equal to 1, and in place of c we have written 1 minus a. So this 1 and this 1 will get cancelled, and it will be giving to us as 2b minus a is equal to 0. Okay. Now this equation 2a plus b and 2b minus a, these two equations we have got. Let me solve in this portion. Okay. In this portion, later on we will rub it. So 2a plus b is equal to 1, and from here we have got 2b minus a is equal to 0. Okay. So 2b minus a is equal to 0. Now the case is, or we can write this 2b minus a is equal to 0 as minus a plus 2b. Can we write? We can write very well. So minus a plus 2b is equal to 0. We can write very well. Why? We are going for some operation now. Linear equation in two variables, just remember. Okay. So here it is minus a only is there, here it is 2a is there. We have to make either b equal in both the equations, or we have to make a equal in both the equations. So let us go for multiplying this second equation with 2. We will multiply with 2. So first equation will be as it is, 2a plus b is equal to 1. Second equation will become minus 2a plus 4b is equal to 0. Now we will go for just adding both of them together. Okay, addition. This will get cancelled. Here we will be getting 5b is equal to 1. So b is equal to 1 by 5. Correct? So the value of b is equal to 1 by 5 we have got. Right? Then from any of the equation, we will be able to find a. So from here what we are getting, a is equal to 2b. So a is equal to 2b which will be giving 2 into 1 by 5, and we are getting A is equal to 2 by 5. So A is equal to 2 by 5 we have got. Now C is equal to 1 minus A. So let me write here itself. So C is equal to 1 minus A, and 1 minus, so A is 2 by 5. So 5 minus 2, so it will become 3 by 5. So C will become 3 by 5. I hope up till this, my students, they have understood very well. Because these are the important parts, the method step by step which I have solved, and we have got the value A is equal to 2 by 5, and B is equal to 1 by 5, and C is equal to 3 by 5. And whether it is working or not, that also I will show you now. That also I will show you. Okay, so up till here you all have understood. Okay, now if we have got the value, it means if I will put the value of A and C and 2A plus B and 2B plus C here in this equation, so it means I should get x square plus x plus 1. If we are correct here, it means we should get this value. In order to check that whether our answers are correct or not, what we have got the values, it is correct or not, let us put the value here and let us see that right hand side also, after putting the value of A and C and B, we are getting this whatever it is there at LHS, that is x square plus x plus 1 or not. Then only we will proceed further for integration part. Okay, so now from here I will just rub it, because I am going to put the value here. Okay, so this one I will rub it. Okay, so this is x square. Now LHS I will not disturb, RHS only we will put the value. So x square into A plus C. So A is what? 2 by 5. C is what? 3 by 5 plus x. Now A is what? 2 by 5. 2 into A will become 4 by 5 plus B is what? 1 by 5 plus again 2B is what? So 2 into 1 by 5, so 2 by 5 plus C is what? 3 by 5. This we have got. Okay, so here it is 3 by 5 and 2 by 5 is there. So further what we are getting, x square into, so 3 plus 2 5 by 5 plus x into 4 plus 1 5 by 5 plus 1 into 3 plus 2 5 by 5, 5 by 5 got cancelled, 5 by 5 got cancelled, 5 by 5 got cancelled, and we got x square plus x plus 1. Now you see LHS, this is LHS and it has become RHS. Both are equal. It means what the values we have got here, it is perfectly all right. We can very well substitute these values here, and then we can go for further solving the integration question. Okay, so now I am going to rub all these things, because ultimately this part we have to utilize it. Okay, right, let me erase it. Okay, this side also it is not required. Okay, just simply for our reference I am writing here. Okay, so what I am writing, okay, A is equal to 2 by 5, B is equal to 1 by 5, and C is equal to 3 by 5. This side also I will rub it, so that in a better manner we will start solving integration now in a better manner. Okay, right. Okay, so this integration part, in place of this one, we are going to place this expression. So ax plus b. So ax plus b, how we will be writing? So we can write ax by x square plus 1 plus b by x square plus 1 plus c x plus 2. And we will be utilizing the values like this, and we can write, so let us write here itself. Okay, so a is 2 by 5. So we will be writing here 2 by 5x divided by x square plus 1. So let us separate this dx, also we will separate dx, plus another one, b is 1 by 5 divided by x square plus 1 dx, plus c is what, 3 by 5. So 3 by 5 divided by x plus 2, and here dx. Okay, so it will create confusion. I am going to rub from here. Now already we have seen, and this part also we can rub it, and I will make it properly here dx. Okay, now this 2 by 5, this we can very well write. Let us take out 1 by 5 here, and we can write as 2x dx divided by x square plus 1. Here we can write 1 by 5 dx by x square plus 1 plus 3 by 5 dx divided by x plus 2. Okay, now this case we are going to use substitution method. Substitution method means, suppose z is equal to x square plus 1. So it means dz is equal to twice x dx. We are going for differentiation. So for this twice x dx, we can very well write dz. So 1 by 5 dz divided by x square plus 1 is what? It is z, plus 1 by 5 dx by x square plus 1 plus 3 by 5 dx by x plus 2. This one, okay, in second part, so what it is there? It is just the formula. So what is the formula? Formula is dx by x square plus 1, okay, is equal to tan inverse. Oh, it is not clear very much. Okay, I will write again in a better manner. Dx by x square plus 1 is equal to tan inverse x plus c. Similarly, this one, dx by x is equal to log x plus c. Now, so straightforward these questions we have got. So here it has become 1 by 5 dz by z is log z plus 1 by 5 tan inverse x plus 3 by 5 log x plus 2 and one constant, that is c. Because it is indefinite integral, so it will be constant will be there. Now still it is not completed. Why? Because this z is here. Z we need to replace with this x square plus 1. So our final answer I will be equal to, okay, 1 by 5 log x square plus 1 in place of this z. plus 1 by 5 tan inverse x plus 3 by 5 log x plus 2 plus c. This one will be our final answer. Okay. So this question has made us to utilize the algebra completely properly. And even we did testing also in between. So that testing is very much compulsory, that whether whatever we have got the value of A, B and C is correct or not. If suppose we are not testing there and if any mistake has taken place, then our answer will become wrong. Okay, so I hope our students have understood it very well, right? So thank you very much. One question is enough to have good clarity if it is done properly. Okay, instead of doing you can say 5-6 questions immediately and fast, one may not be in a position to understand it properly. So it's better to solve one question. This type of actually questions are there, which is long answer questions. We need which needs step by step procedure to be understood. So this type of question is very good when you are solving it, but have patience. Okay, right. Thank you.